Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And I am Putty from Teamwork
Quest.
The
Teamwork Quest. The Teamwork Quest to the world of Netrunner.
Like Robert here on the left. Is that Robert on the left?
Yes, on the left we have Robert, on the right we have Jeroen, both from Netherlands. And if you already think about, why we have Netherlands players on the show, it's because this is the Euregio 3 on the 24th of May. The last legal pack is Breaker Bay. And Euregio tournaments, if you guys haven't seen our previous Euregio coverage, are basically like non-official tournaments organized by the community of players here in Europe. And we bring all the players from all over Europe together, and they meet together in a friendly competition. And this is the first round, and both players are from the Netherlands. On the left we have Andromeda, and on the right we have Replicating Perfection. So yeah, a very standard matchup.
Randy and Ree.
And we begin the game already with a mandatory draw. What happens now? There's so many things. I guess we're gonna see a celebrity gift. No, we're gonna see a
hedge fund.
And then install. Where do we want to install? Do you want yeah, 2 installs there, right?
Man, Ari off to a good start. Randy probably won't see any runs. That's okay though.
Well, let's see, maybe he has a hedge fund. No, sure gamble, what I'm saying. Then Desperado, so that's a really great setup for Andy. She starts with 9. She starts with 9 cards. Another sure gamble, and then a secure testing, all set up for the rest of the game. No runs.
I'm sorry, I'm calling her Randy, but
Iron Rand.
I just But we won't talk about my love of Andy anymore.
You don't. Yeah. It's been a sore topic, Nick. It's been a sore topic. Anyways, we see an install in front of the archives. Yeah, that's kind of something that came around in the recent days, where like Crick came out, and Crick has become such a popular choice for the archives. So we see archives being protected much more often because there's like a dedicated ICE now. That is really good at archives. Of course, maybe it's not Crick at all, but I think it's a good play here because there's secure testing on board. Oh, Central Breaker, that is a Breach. Nick, remember Breach?
Breach and Passport. No one plays those icebreakers anymore. It makes me sad.
Yeah, but apparently Robert does, and he also plays a Fairy. No res on the R&Ds, and sees a card, but there's nothing.
I guess that he's playing up to the criminal thing. Hammer the centrals and just forget about the rest.
It's a very bold play. I haven't seen those Central Breakers too often recently.
Somebody actually in my meta has recently constructed a deck consisting only of Central Breakers.
Yeah, like with a recent. Of course, this wasn't released at the point of the tournament, but recently there's like those Cloud Breakers, the breaking and entering suite.
Yeah.
Anyways, we see a run on HQ, and that is an Eli.
It's me, Eli.
Elio.
I am really excited to see Eli make a comeback.
Yeah, like he's been gone for a while because of Lady, but recently people realized that it's actually a pretty good card, even though you have Lady there. So I guess he broke it or clicked through. Not exactly sure. We're gonna see on the credit count, because now we're gonna display some credit counts in those videos thanks to our generous supporters on Patreon.
You are a madman for doing that, by the way.
It's actually, gave me some insights into some of the mistakes that people are making playing this game. Something that we don't really notice because we're not paying attention to every single transaction while we're commenting. But once you start paying attention to every single credit, you realize how many things go wrong, which is natural part of Netrunner. You shouldn't be upset about it. Of course, we should try to minimize this, but if players are making mistakes, this shouldn't be, we shouldn't look down upon them because everybody does them.
I wonder, is there a person or people that pay attention to how many mistakes are made in like high stakes Magic tournaments?
I think, yeah. I think mistakes are much rarer in Magic games, I would assume.
I wonder why that is. I'm sure there's a lot that can be talked about in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, it's game design issues. All right, we see what is it? What's the card again? It's a Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner?
So I'm assuming this is going to be a prepaid Andy, and indeed, I mean a stealth Andy, and indeed is a stealth Andy. We see the Switchblade. I really recently learned to love Switchblade. It's a really great breaker, I think.
You know, I'm looking at Crick right now, and I didn't realize that. There's a lot of great cards in there that I haven't thought about in a long time.
Yeah, Crick, you've been sick for a while, so you've been a bit out of the current meta, so this is a good way to bring you back into those games. And that is, of course, the daily business show that has been rest. So this gives Jeroen the kind of like card draw. He can filter out the card draws, he can draw exactly cards he needs. And I'm kind of shocked. I think I see celebrity gifts on his hand and still hasn't used them. I wonder why.
He's not really short of money.
I guess okay, he has a agenda on his hand, and that's his Nisei, and I think he may be thinking like, if I'm gonna show you that I have Nisei, I'm gonna get assaulted on HQ, and I don't really have. All right, yeah, this is gonna be a Celery gift, the gift of Celery, and he shows the Nisei indeed, and all of this ice on his hand.
I like the "come at me, bro" moment that we just witnessed.
Yeah, we're gonna have to expect that. And then he plugs the HQs.
But he didn't discard Celebrity Gift.
Oh, he took it back on his hand.
He put it back up in his hand.
Oh man, what a misplay! What a misplay!
And it wasn't caught.
Well done that you noticed it. I hope that the guys noticed it. So we see the refractor here. So really great code game breaker. Oh, that is not a crick on the archives. That is just a Eli. So bouncing off the archive ice, then running on the daily business show. That has to be removed because this gives Jeroen just such an advantage. He can get exactly cards he needs, and Jeroen is thinking about where he wants to rest this.
Wow! I really hope he uses Celebrity Gift again.
The Eli triplets.
Nice. It's me, Eli.
Eli 3.0.
I'm really hoping when we get back to Hospiroroid that we get Eli 2.0. I want to see Eli as an angsty teen.
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe I always think that it's Akira. So maybe we're gonna see like a super cool chamber where the remains of old Eli are stored.
It's gonna be like you'll have Eli 2.0 and then Eli 3.0 and then Project Re-Eli.
Yeah. We aren't meant to exist in an outside world.
Yeah. Or Project Neo Eli. There we go.
Neo Eli, yeah, exactly. Anyways, new server is being created, and that is Sandu.
Still the Celebrity Gift. Oh man, I wonder if it's gonna come back to like help him.
Yeah, if we're going to see like a third Celebrity Gift played in this game, this is going to be a problematic thing. One thing to note is that Robert at this point hasn't been able to do a lot of damage. I think he accessed just 2 cards or so.
Yeah.
So he's really being cautious about his plays. He doesn't have too much money, I think, on just 5 credits. He runs on R&D now.
Well, I think, you see Jinteki, and I think that the normal response for most people is to kind of slow down.
Pays 2 credits to get to the pub. No rest on the second card. Still no rest on the second card. That's a Susanoo no Mikoto if I ever saw one. Or something. I mean, what else could be a RP that you don't want to rest? And then running on that Sandu's card. No rest on that ice in front of Sandu. It was just a bluff. And then playing a silencer. So slowly, like I always feel with this kind of stealth setups that you're not really able to run until you have like a certain, critical mass of stealth cards assembled. And I feel like this is what Robert is trying to do right now. He's not. What?
I kept the Celebrity Gift.
Oh, they noticed! They noticed! They noticed! Yeah. Oh, well done, ladies and gentlemen. Well done.
Way to be honest, bro.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, what I'll do is I will click 1 hedge fund.
Okay, hedge fund. Yeah, RP is in a great state, and then he does. Oh man, he brings back the Sandu with the interns. And reses it, immediately gets 2 credits. I mean, they're not bothering to wait for the runner to give the click in RP. Sandu always gives you 2 credits. There is just no way around this.
Yeah.
I would love to have a card where it's like, do a run, even if you otherwise couldn't do the run. Like a run event.
Yeah.
Alright, we see a run on the R&Ds, and now using the silencer and the shiv to get through the pub. That's a very cool trick. And then he sees the Nisei Mark II. Caprice Nisei on the
Caprice
archives.
Nisei.
Oh, and there is the crick! Oh, of all the places, there's a crick!
What a strange... I mean, yeah, I guess he wants to install that Nisei.
I was wrong, I thought this was Susanoo Mikoto. It's just a crick. Weird.
Oh, yeah. What a strange play.
Alright, so he gets rid of some of the Ghost Runner credits because he has to break it with... I guess so that's why Jeroen didn't rest before, because there was nothing on the archives that could have been installed. So now that there's something in archives like a Caprice Nisei, it makes sense to res it. And then we see a run on that Sandu server. And now we see there is the Susanoo no Mikoto. Oof! Kaboof! Yeah, this is going to be difficult now. There is just one stealth credit. There's no way the Switchblade can break this. Sadly, there's no mean eyes on archives. That's the only regret, I guess, that Jeroen has at this point. If there was a crick on archives, things would have been so much funnier.
I just like all the Elis.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Usually, criminals are not very good to deal with Elis. I mean, they can get through, but it's going to be very taxing.
Yeah.
I feel like the ones that can deal with the best are the Shapers because of there is something like Lady that exists. All right.
AI guys.
Look, there's the silencer, the second silencer. That is really great. So now we can break a sentry per turn just using the recurring credits. That is really great. All right, bouncing off the Eli on archives and getting through the Susanoo no Mikoto mid recurring credits and trashing that Sandu. That's a very good play here. Denying the money to Jeroen. Of course, we have seen Jeroen's hand, and we know that there's a celery gift on his hand.
Yeah, celery gift.
I'm gonna call it the gift of celery now. That's my newest thing.
The gift of celery. You know, celery's great because it's got negative calories. You know.
Yeah, and all the iron.
Celery. Celery has changed.
But Celery never changes. It's a bit difficult to see, but we see another server installed there. I have to assume... What do you think it is? I would say that this is a mental health clinic there.
Mental health clinic?
I never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Getting 3 credits. Wow! Wow, Robert just clicking for credits right now. He's really struggling with the economy. There's no easy servers to run on. I wouldn't know, man.
You know, he's got a bunch of his rig out, but he just can't get through. I mean, I guess of all of the matchups that he could have hoped for, this is probably the worst for him.
You know what I would have done instead of clicking for 3 credits? I would have bounced off Eli and run on let's secure desert server.
Yeah.
It's 3 credits for 2 clicks.
1 and 2. Celebrity gift.
Celery gift.
Guess what? That Nisei's still in my hand, huh?
Oh, damn, Nisei.
Oh,
Lots of things that Robert doesn't want to see. I think we're gonna see another case of RP supremacy here going on, although he still hasn't scored anything. And the servers are vulnerable. I mean, the best thing he can score behind is an Eli at this point.
Man, Toll Booth. I had a long conversation with some new players about Toll Booth and Parasite.
Yeah.
And Data Sucker the other day.
Oh, yeah. 3 very painful cards from the core set. We see a thing installed in front of the Susanoo no Mikoto. We have to assume this is a Toll Booth. This is going to be very difficult for... for Robert to get. Account siphon is a good choice. I don't know if that's the best moment to do this.
No, I don't think it is. Well, I mean, I guess he has to get through.
Oh man, this is going to be very easy to get through now because there is the refractor and that is a Lotus Field. So this is just 2 stealth credits or even 1 stealth credit and normal credit. This is really not a big deal. Getting rid of one of the Ghost Runners. And clicking through Eli, so he will keep his tokens, he will keep his tags. That's why I probably wouldn't have used the final credit on the Ghost Runner, I probably would have used the other Ghost Runner, so getting rid of the Ghost Runner credits is a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Because now, like, for 2 credits and a click, Jeroen can just get rid of the Ghost Runner credits,
Yeah, he's left himself open.
crippling Robert's ability to run on things. Yeah, and he does that. Yeah. See, Robert, if you have used the other credits, it would have been so much nicer. Gonna be critical right like this right now. But of course, there's all those details that you are constantly, when you're playing those games, you're constantly occupied with so many things.
Yeah.
You are there's so many things that you can do, and thinking there's so many cards in your hand that give you possible strategies. You easily miss those kind of little details.
And we don't have any scores yet, and the only agenda that we've seen is the Nisei that's in his hand. So he's obviously not drawing agendas.
Jeroen is not drawing any agendas yet, so I guess the agenda density in his HQ is NRD is increasing. Wow, that is an install of Elthrice Hotel right there. Huh. Wow. I feel like I'm still not really happy how Robert is not using his security testing.
Yeah. I guess, for me, I suppose I would try to make it through R&D every turn to see if he's going to draw a freaking agenda. Because if he's not drawing it, maybe it's the next card. I don't know.
The only problem with that is that getting to a crick costs recurring credits, the Ghost Runner credits, and he doesn't have any more anymore. I mean, he could have just don't care about this and run on this and make you install all the Niseis there, but of course that's something that Robert doesn't want to.
Yeah.
All right, there's something installed in that scoring server I think there's a sure gamble, and that money was just used to remove the tags. I think Jeroen still wants to have some resources. I wonder why Robert didn't trash the secure testing.
Maybe he just doesn't see it as much of a threat.
I guess because Jeroen hasn't been, Robert hasn't been using this for a while now.
On the off chance, and it doesn't seem like it looks like he's got an NAPD contract in his hand now too. But on the off chance that he has snares in his deck, having 4 credits, maybe it's gonna be worth it for him. I'm not sure.
1, 2, 3.
But I don't think he's gonna have snares in his deck at all.
Well, you have to also say that Jeroen is really struggling, financially.
Yeah, for sure.
And so he has to click for credits now, I think. Yes, Ghost Runner. So that's why Robert was removing the tags there. He really wants to have those Ghost Runner credits and wants to keep them alive because this is what allows him to get through code gates. We have to assume that the ice in front of Susanoo Mikoto is the toll booth. And Jeroen really needs at least 2 of those Ghost Runner credits to get in there, unless he draws, I don't know, some cloaks. Hopefully he has some cloaks.
But he has a 4-point agenda and a 5-point agenda, or not 5 points, but 5 cost and 4 cost agendas in his hand. He's not going to be able to score it this round.
No, not immediately. I mean, Robert will definitely see a score coming. That's basically how RP works.
Yeah.
And I think Robert is just keeping his options open to be able to run on this.
Oh, no, I'm just saying for mathematically, it's going to be hard because he's only going to, if he puts down 1 for the NAPD, he'd have enough. But if it was a Nisei and he had to put 2, he wouldn't be able to click for enough credits to res the toll booth.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Jeroen really doesn't have the credits to rest the toll booth. You know what? If I was Robert, I would probably run on that scoring server just to remove the Nisei from this. Mm-hmm. Because again, if that's the toll booth, I guess now the toll booth can be rest.
Yeah.
Oh, we see Robert finally utilizing his secure testing.
I think that the thing in the scoring server is actually a Jackson, because it looks like NAPD and Nisei still in his hand.
Oh man, that would be hilarious. But it's like it doesn't cost him anything to get in there.
That's true.
So after the account siphon, especially now. Alright, so the account siphon goes through. Ghost Runner credit has been used.
Oh man.
And actually the tags are being removed immediately. He doesn't want to lose that 2 Ghost Runner credits. And then he's finally using his secure testing credits. Well done, Robert. So the daily business show is still going on. This is a very, very big problem for Robert right now. He tried to assault this daily business show at the beginning, but now he no longer contests us, and I think this is a huge problem.
Yeah.
in the long run, there's just going to be so much good things that will happen for Jeroen if this stays up. All right, so we see an ice being installed in front of that mental health clinic. And then just getting credits. There's another account siphon on Robart's hand. HQ is still so vulnerable.
He hasn't been able to lock him down yet, though.
Yeah, if I was Jeroen, I would have put Denise on HQ ages ago. Because as well as Jeroen has a really well developed board state. He really is just struggling financially, and putting Nisei on HQ against a criminal is really such a great move. And so again, the tags are being removed with a final click. Come on, Robert, run on that scoring server, get rid of that Nisei, or just a draw. Just a draw. Even if it's Jackson, just getting rid of Jackson would be also nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost him anything. The Susanoo Mikoto is just 2 credits, recurring credits.
But I think if he wanted to check if it was Jackson, I would just run on archives. Maybe, I don't know.
That costs actually money. The Susanoo Mikoto actually doesn't cost anything, like just recurring credits.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But I guess the likelihood that he's been forced to discard agendas is low with the data.
Oh man, look at this play, Nick. Are you excited as much as I am? That is the cloak. That is something that will really help Robert right now, because he's no longer reliant on those recurring credits from the Ghost Runners. Not recurring credits from Ghost Runners. Alright, so now there's another pop-up on our R&D, and now Robert can get through with all of his recurring credits through this. This is really great. R&D just costs nothing for him to get through, and he even gets a credit for this.
He is complete.
Well, it does cost 1 credit for the crick. And sees nothing there. I guess there was something trashable there, because we were considering for a while what to do.
No. We'll see. 4, let's run here.
And then he checks out that... Oh, yep, what the... Another pop!
Man, what? I wonder if he just didn't shuffle well.
Yeah, no. Wait, I'll just pay 2.
He pays 2 and gets 3 back.
So total loss?
So yeah, it's 1 credit, so it's as if he's clicked for credit, and he made him Jeroen rest the pup. Man, oh, so many pups, so many Eli's. Exactly the kind of ice you just don't want to see ever.
Yep, it's
Jesus
me, Eli.
Christ. Just so much taxing ice. I mean, he will get through, but it will just cost a lot.
It was
You were
Jackson.
right! You are incredible, Nick. You are incredible. That's why I love you having on the show. You have like those Mentat-like abilities. You see the feud.
Like, what? You're gonna get struck down, sir. Jesus don't like liars.
And that is another celery gift.
Celery.
Oh, he gets back the celery gifts and the hedge fund. Yeah, he's clearly struggling financially. He wants to have another celery gift on hand.
But he knows if he gets money, he's just gonna get another account siphon.
Well, we already saw like 3 account siphons. I think the only way we can see an account siphon now is with some kind of like a same old thing kind of play.
Yeah.
Not sure if Robert has. Very unlikely.
I know. I just wanted to say it, okay? I just wanted to say it.
By the way, for all the people who want to say the play that, we have heard you. We have heard you. It will
Get
take
to
some
work
time.
on it.
It will take some time, but it will be there eventually. And that we see an install in that scoring server. Yes, R&D interface. Yes, thank you very much.
Ooh.
That is a good choice.
Amazing. His whole rig is just amazing.
Yeah, that's really good. And so he will see now 2 cards, and that is the first access is a Psy game. Oh yes!
No. Ding.
Love it, lava.
I know, are you?
Ding, ding, ding.
Lava.
How bad when I lost on the Crucial Psy game?
Oh man, this is going to be the first score of the game, perhaps. We don't know. We don't know. What, guys? What was it?
It was 0
What was
versus
it?
1. 0 versus 1.
All right. And second card is nothing. Sadly, Robert, because he's using those recurring credits, he cannot run on R&D again this turn. I mean, he could if he really wanted to, but it would be very expensive.
So that gets you a total of
So instead, he dirty laundries on that secure tested server. That gives him a total of 4 credits, which is fine.
Reminds me, I have dirty laundry. I need to put in the laundry basket.
Man, yeah, being sick as you were, kind of like makes you neglect all of the things that you need to do to upkeep your.
I have to like basically fumigate my entire house now because both my wife and I were sick.
Yeah.
But I sound so much sexier right now.
I love it, Nick. I'm excited.
Yeah.
stick 1.
Oh,
Never heard of it. Ooh. Oh, what happened there? Oh, there's something installed in front of HQ. Jeroen doesn't want to see another make a account siphon, I guess, or maybe a legwork would be also really bad because we see some agendas on his hand.
See, look at this. Look at the criminal is so neat and tidy, and then you look at personal evolution over there, which is supposed to be about maintaining.
Speaking of the devil, Nick, have you seen this? This is a legwork now, and Jeroen is a bit embarrassed by this. Oh man, this is bad. This is going to be a score if nothing happens. No res. Getting through everything like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Shuffle going on here.
Look at this. Look at the guy that's supposed to be keeping all these bonsai trees. Is just
guys. If you're playing Netrunner, why you put the cards on the table? Yes, we see a score.
We see our first score of the game.
Oh man! Oh no! And a trash of the Capri Sneeze, and another score! Oh damn!
Boom.
This was such a problematic thing to happen. Of course, Robert did this because he knew exactly that Jeroen just drew the Future Perfect on the hand.
Yeah.
He didn't see the Future Perfect, but he got so many other things.
I was gonna say, thank God he didn't see the Future Perfect. He didn't have to play any more damn Psy games.
And look at this. There's even a run on R&D now, so he will see 2 cards. Nothing. Whew. Nothing of importance, as we say here on the NetworkCast Teamwork Network.
Netcast with teams.
Netcast.
With teams.
I think I got a stroke right there. Anyways. Oh yeah, by the way, we see a res in that scoring server, and that is not a mental health connect. Jeroen really struggling financially. Even though his board state is so well developed, Robert's really putting him under a lot of financial pressure. So now Robert has to use this scoring server for this meekly, 1 credit boost per turn.
Oh man.
And the R&D lock continues, ladies and gentlemen. It just continues. I'm gonna see a trash of the Sundew and nothing else.
Just run again. Just do it. Don't even think about it.
He can't. He has recurrent credits.
You know.
Damn
you and your logic, sir.
Logic dictates, Nick. Logic dictates.
Yeah. Why don't you go put on your fedora, sir?
Actually,
it's about logic and Nissan.
Oh, we see now the ice in front of that scoring server, and that is in fact the toll booth as we predicted. And now Jeroen gets some credit, so he might be slowly in position where he can start using his scoring server. We don't even know if I guess he still has the Future Perfect on his hand, or maybe he used the Daily Business Show to put the Future Perfect on bottom.
Yeah, it's possible.
Running on there's a Jackson that survives.
There's a Jackson.
And then, no score. Oh yeah, because there's another R&D interface even. Oof.
Another Future Perfect.
Oh. This is bad. Won the game and wins the game. Yes, won the Psy game and wins the game. Damn. Wow, I'm amazed by this game. I'm surprised. Nick, I'm surprised.
Because, Jinteki started off strong, because that's what Jinteki's all about, and then ran out of money, which is another thing Jinteki's all about.
Well, that's, I guess, something that criminals are all about, making sure to put up financial pressure. And even though Robert wasn't able to contain the development of the board of Jeroen, he still was able to contain the money Jeroen gets from all his assets, and that enabled him to win in the end. And of course, the R&D lock in the end was very, very vicious.
Very vicious.
Very vicious indeed.
Well, I think that Robert has perhaps hacked the planet.
Hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Now you can really cough, right?
I did it.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoyed the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.